So this month of love, we're doing something called Crush Call. And so if you have a crush on someone, definitely I'm here to help. Or you're already in a relationship and you want to remind the person that you're still here with them, I'm here to remind you. So this morning, we have someone on the call with us today. Good morning, Ella.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ella. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, you're live on MX24 TV morning show AM Club. How excited are you?
I'm a bit nervous, actually.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
Don't worry, don't be nervous. It's about love today.
Okay.
Can you guess who asked me to call you this morning?
Yes.
Yay, you know. Who do you think it is?
Oh, I have to mention the person's name.
You can, don't worry.
I'm serious.
Who?
Julia Sandov.
Julia Shandov. Okay, so this morning, Julius has just one message for you, okay? Julius wants to tell you that even after so many months, he's still crushing on you. Okay? The crush is everlasting. It won't go anywhere. You are here. We die here. Yes, Julius asked me to tell you that he loves you so much, and every day with you is Valentine's Day. And he's not saying it because he doesn't have gifts. He has gifts, but he's just letting you know that he loves you so much, and every day is Valentine's Day. Enjoy the rest of your day and have an amazing day. We love you. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, your boo is really your boo.
That was, yeah.
Your boo is your boo.
You see, I intentionally asked her to see if she mentioned another name. You see?
Uncle Ene. Shandov and I.
Uncle Ene, we'll have to take water, buckets to Shandov to go and pour on him.
Funny thing is that today is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, Shandov. So Shandov is supposed to be my company boyfriend.
Oh, this one, sorry.
Then we are sorry.
Oh, no, we are not heads. We are not heads. See, we know our position.
Okay.
We are not heads.
It's company.
It's company.
It ends here.
Once we cross that gate, relationship is over.
Oh, but happy birthday, Shandov.
My Shandov.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Traveling with that boy is stressful.
Baby, have you seen what people are doing? Please give my number to them. Thank you very much. All right, Ella, do you have anything to tell Shandov this morning?
She's still on the line. Oh my God, you didn't hear that. Ella, you did not hear that, okay?
Do you have anything to tell Shandov this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so today is his birthday.
Aww.
So I want to tell him like happy birthday.
Okay.
And I'm grateful to God for the fact that he's in my life. And he makes love so easy.
Aww. I want to cry. I'm listening.
I really appreciate him. And I love him very, very, very much.
We love you too.
And he makes every day Valentine's Day for me.
Shandov, you are one at life.
Shandov, see, Shandov, you can love.
You have loved the woman to a point. She can't explain it. Coach is just a hater.
Thank you
Ella,
so much,
thank you so
Ella.
much for sending this kind words to our Shandov. You and I, Shandov. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. That's so sweet.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to protest on this.
Protest the word.
Protest what?
What do you mean by...
Protest the
We're doing all the...
That's for women. How do a guy come and say, what's that?
So what will you do then?
What will you do?
What will you do?
No, we show action like the way Julius just did. That's what we do.
Okay,
With the
fine.
show working.
Okay, fine.
Good.
You
Retract your statement.
I retract it. Hey, Monday morning
Chairman,
violence.
continue.
Anyway,
You're watching too much betting. You have to watch.
So as you can see, I just spread love this morning. I'm sure it will make your whole day. And so if you have a crush that you would need my help to tell that you have a crush on a person, or you still want the person to, want it to enter their medulla.
I'll send you a number for me.
Die here.
I'll send you a number for me.
Okay. You can just...
Me, I didn't know that I had to come to you because hey, I have numbers.
Mimi,
I have numbers.
do you have dresses ready for the day?
I want to do this every single day.
Every single day. All right.
Only me.
Only you. So that on Friday you are okay.
I'm telling you.
By Friday, the end of
every day. Tomorrow's call will be Mimi. Wednesday, Mimi. Thursday, Mimi.
So this one that you are doing, are you sure Gabby will let that call go through?
It will go through.
It will go through.
We are there to make sure it goes through.
We know how to
Gabby,
get.
please. This week, Gabby, put your crush aside.
It's simple. Oh. We'll get. Watch it, yes, we'll give us on king case on 2 balls.
Make sure you add
we are done. We are done with.
Add stew.
Add
stew.
Okra stew or tomato stew?
No, tomato stew. Add really. Gabby, we are sorry. All right, enjoy the rest of the show. My name is Daphne Flashy, and I brought you entertainment news right here on the AM Club. Enjoy the rest of the week. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Daphne. That was really exciting. The crashes, you know what to do. You know what they do. Okay.
But how is it done? Let's tell the viewers how it's done.
So you just send us a DM on Instagram, drop their number, and we're going to surprise call them.
Okay.
And so do that, and trust me, who knows? Shooting your shots is just what you need. And I, the love doctor who holds the arrows, will definitely aim well, and you will shoot directly into the person's heart in bed.
So it's called crash call.
Yes.
I didn't know that this girl is this great at putting together a script in 2 seconds for love.
She's an actress.
Ha!
When it comes to love,
This
she's
love
an
thing,
actress.
it is for you. You deserve love.
Thank you.
Miss Cupid.
Thank you. All right.
Right. Now, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. At Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Well, switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every broadband renewal to keep browsing. All right, so to subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband for these amazing offers, dial *900# or use the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail outlet and get connected today. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies. Well, that's about it for Coffee Daily. Up next, we get into a news review. We're talking everything politics, everything that is trending. All right, we'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner.
Feel good. Feel good.
Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles, you were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Sisi ma send you obia sika ma no enti me twam. Kwadwo na ponche na.
Soa, ma send pictures na ma. Choose new pe na fe send sika no ma no.
Sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is free. You can also make payments to merchants on all networks with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Ready to start your modeling journey? Dreaming of runways, mugs and covers, and global fame? The Model Institute is here to make it a reality. At the Model Institute, we believe every aspiring model deserves more than just a dream. They deserve the skills and knowledge to succeed. In partnership with Radford University College, we are transforming modeling education. Our comprehensive one-year program covers everything from mastering the runway to understanding contracts, preparing you for the competitive modeling industry. At the end of the course, graduates will be awarded a certificate in modeling, giving you the credentials to stand out. Registration is ongoing. Apply online at www.themodelinstitutegh.com/register. Call or WhatsApp us on 024-898-9590. Or visit us at Radford University College, Lagos Avenue, East Legon. Follow at the Model Institute GH on all social media for updates. The Model Institute, Amat Victoria Kuram. Victory loves preparation. Let's prepare you to be the model the world is waiting for.
Shopping just got easier, better, and smarter. HZ Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana. It's live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we've redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroupgh.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere.
The offers get even better. 10% discount on first order, free delivery. Note that you can pay via cash on delivery, Momo, and Visa. A to Z Department Store, lifestyle redefined.
Amazing people. Quick question for you. Have you ever used a mobile app or a digital platform to pay for goods, send money, or manage your finance? You know those super convenient fine celebration. See you there.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Drama, betrayal, faith, forbidden love. What would you do when life writes a chapter you didn't ask for? Every broken pen has a story to tell. Every story has a lesson to learn. But the question is, how do you fix it? The Broken Pen Show is back. Real stories, raw truths, and maybe, just maybe, the answers you've been looking for. Hi, ladies. Hi. Your story isn't over. Let's fix it together with a cold glass of Nax cocktail. Catch the Broken Pen Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. My name is Yavita, and I am your host. Cheers.
Cheers to the lingering tastes and lasting memories over tables in groups or alone. What's your go-to when you desire the right beverage to whip up your vibe? The Ghana Beverage Awards is back to reward and recognize that outstanding beverage. And the power is in your hands. Nominate your most favorite beverage on www.ghanabeverageawards.com from 20th January to 28th February 2025. Ghana Beverage Awards, powered by Global Media Alliance in partnership with Perception Management International, Cinemas, E-Productions, and our media partners Happy FM, YFM, B&FT, MX24, and NYDJ Live. Ghana Beverage Awards, inspiring excellence in Ghana's beverage industry. Happy FM Mass Wedding is 20 years. Hooray! It's been 20 years dividing with an all-expenses-paid wedding. This year, join the 20th edition of Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding on the 14th of February at Bethel Baptist Church, Dansomer. Watch the ceremony on Facebook page of Happy FM 98.9 FM and get to know much more about the Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding across all social media platforms. For partnership and sponsorship, call 0244-906-235 or 0302-254-858. The 2025 Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding is sponsored by Tasty Tom Tomato Paste, Bethel Baptist Church, Blue Jeans Energy Drink, Hanamo Fashion, Your Chicken and Chips, 20 Crafts, Cake Techniques, Eva's Cuisine, Eva's Deco, and Second Image International. Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding, our on another level. Dodo! Happy FM, Nindie, Happy FM, Enijenkwa.
You're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. If you're just joining in, you made the right choice. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah, and this is the Lifestyle Daily segment of the show. We're going to be getting into some political conversations, some conversations with regards to governance and the economy as well. In fact, a lot of things happening now. 30 days, right? We're 30 days into the 120 days, and so we still have a couple of days more to finish the social contracts we have, especially the one that the president, the sitting president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has with the Ghanaian people. But before we get into the conversation, at Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members takes precedence. We recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, which is why we are delighted to present our Ebusian Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups, as access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us today on 0546 645 465 or 0503 860381. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Shopping just got easier, better, and smarter at A to Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana. It's now live online. Experience the best and all the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essential, we have redefined shopping to suit your family and your lifestyle as well. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroup.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere. A to Z Department Store, we say shopping redefined. Right. With Jibu water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as you go to source for drinking and cooking. With options of our innovative 20 liters bottles that come with a tap and 18.9 liters bottles, your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean and hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption. Okay, whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or fresh cooking water to make your meal taste its best, Jibu water is the answer to your clean water needs. Order for your clean water now by calling 020-9845-817 or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/GH for more information about our brand. Jibu Water, a better life. Now, let's get into the conversation for this morning. Godfred Nana Sechi Boache, Nana B, to be precise, NPP in National Communication Team member, and Philip Kwame Saba, NDC Communications Team member, joining me for the conversation this morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Miriam.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How about
I mean, you're looking very fresh for someone in opposition. Let me just throw you a little bit. Let me throw you a little bit.
They are the men in power.
Do you understand?
You can see the coat of arms.
Yes, they're helping, reset the country.
Reset from what?
From whatever. That's the agenda. The agenda is to reset the country. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You good?
Yeah.
I hope you didn't get that as a shade because
I'm calm this morning.
Yeah, you're very calm.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. Well, let's kickstart the conversation. 30 days into the 120-day social contract we have with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and his government, and so we're keeping tabs on him. One of the conversations that, a lot of Ghanaians think is very important, and I think I heard during the campaign season that if he's able to pull this through, Ghanaians will him as the best president ever. That is the oral project. That is the operation Recover All Loot.
Yes.
Today, they're supposed to present the reports on that. Or this week. Is it today or this week?
In the week.
During the week, yes. They're supposed to present the report on that. And so far, I think the last time I saw anything on it, I think 700 submissions have been done already. What are your expectations for, I'm going to start with you, Nana B. What are your expectations for Aura, the project?
Okay, so a very good morning to you. A very good morning to everyone watching us. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, Apostle Lillian Puma, and good morning to my brother here. So, oral, operation, recover all loot. I like that. So, I believe that accountability is very important. You see, if you are entrusted with maybe your father's wealth, you can choose what to do with it. But when it comes to the state, it is public resources that have been entrusted in your care. So at every point in time, you must be ready and able to account for your stewardship. That is to say that not even about partisan basis, whether you are NPP, you are NDC. By the time you put yourself out there for public office, be able to, avail yourself for accountability, like I said, because it is public resources, as I earlier stated. But then, the most important thing now is that oral. So the islands, they are having some submissions. They are here to present them to the president. He's here to refer them to the bodies in charge and all that. And we are hoping...
i.e. OSP, because we still haven't heard what is happening with OSP's office
Okay, so we are hoping that some of these findings, if possible, could be made public, or even if not public, would follow through on the steps that are going with them in that regard. But you see, when you are fighting corruption, it must be fought in whole. And I'm very happy with some of the issues that came up during the appointments committee vetting of ministers. Today, you have the chairman of the oral committee, Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, unable to come clean about his airport residence.
That is not conversation, because I think I said yesterday we have.
No, if you say operation recover all it, like I said, it is not about partisan basis. If you have subjected yourself, you should be willing to account for them. The reason I'm bringing this in is that if you have the chairman of the oral committee under oath, captured in the hazards of parliament, having admitted that he's renting a facility at airport residential at $15,000 per month.
Yeah, but the company has come out to say that he's renting.
That is not the bone of contention.
Okay, what's the bone of contention?
Where your salary is not up to $4,000, because he stated that the money he gets is the money he earns from parliament, or the money government pays to him as salary. That is what Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa said. If you are renting a house at $15,000 per month for the past 8 years, and let's say that even from 2017 to 2021, the dollar rate was 5 cedis, meaning you are paying not less than 1 million Ghana cedis per year for that residence at Airport Hills. From 2022 to 2024, at the rate of 15 cedis, you are paying not less than 3 million Ghana cedis per year for that same residence. When you accumulate that, do you know how much that costs? You are talking about 14 million Ghana cedis for the past 8 years that Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa has been paying for that residence. When I say 40 million cedis, it may sound broad. You're talking about 140 billion old Ghana cedis on rent alone. This is someone whose monthly take home per the standards and per the salaries we know, it's not up to 30,000 Ghana cedis. This person is the chair of the oral committee. Bring your tenancy agreement and look at some story he cooked up there on his Facebook wall. You see, the point is that if oral is unable to investigate people like Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, is unable to investigate people like Sam George, who during his postgraduate education was having a 10-day round trip to the UK every month. If you are not able to investigate these people, then I'm telling you, oral is just a political rhetoric, and it's already dead on arrival. Me, I will support on any day that any public office holder who embezzle state funds accounts for it. But these are the real issues that we need to look at. Because then, if till now, you can't make a statement about that, or if till now you say you can't open an investigation into that, then what is it? Then it is merely the political witch hunt that we've been talking about.
This just came up. Some of the things that they said they were going to look. Okay, I don't have a problem. I think
because we are recovering all loot. Let's not even assume without admitting that Okujeto earns 50,000 cedis every month, and we are renting $15,000 per month. What is the correlation there? Mimi, tell me, what is the correlation? It is not possible. You see, these are the issues that John Mahama and the NDC need to look at. When we get to the Attorney General's issue, we'll delve more into that. Oral night operation release is what the NDC is doing today. The NDC is already failing in its fight against corruption. And we are waiting, like I said, on the investigations they are going to make into that. Because the point where you can't investigate those people around you, then how then do you subject the minority, or because obviously to MPP appointees, which is very obvious. How would you then subject them to it? Because already there are conversations around the constitutionality of it, the legality of it, and all that. If we really want to have that clarion call towards the fight against corruption, it must be done objectively. Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, the standards he has set, he needs to go by those same standards. Because when you intercept information about people and you do all that, I mean, showing how the earnings of people is not in synchrony with the wealth they have, then what stops you from also subjecting yourself to it? Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa should come out and deny that he's renting that house for $15,000 per month, and I know you won't even believe it because we are talking about.
I think we're going to go into the statements released by the company that is renting the house.
No. So even if you are renting the house, Mimi, I'm giving you the nominal figures.
But who brought those figures of $15,000?
There was no figure like that.
There was no figure.
Give me my point.
There was no figure.
But also, one of the things that they're critical about when it comes to the oral project is the cathedral project. Is one of the things they said they were going to look into. Sure. With regards to that, what are your expectations?
I mean, like I said, public resources have been put in your care.
Right.
As we are here today, if one day destiny puts us there, we should be able to account. So, it's not about a project. National Cathedral, National Theatre, whatever the project may be, it is public resources. You need to account for it. President John Mahama has followed, and I know he is aware of these proceedings. Don't even dwell so much on Okudzeto's case. I'm talking about Sam Joe's case, making a 10-day round trip to the UK every single month. And then when you ask, they tell you married to an industrious woman. You see, the reason when Afenyo Markins wanted to prove further, the first deputy speaker had to stop it, was because the wife would have been implicated in that. Because this same person, not long ago, about 2 years ago, said his wife is an entomologist. This same person said his wife, at the point even said his wife is a house help. And sorry, not a house help. Forgive my language. A housewife. She's taking care of the kids. So the wife is an industrious woman. So she was sponsoring the 10-day round trip to the UK.
But being an industrious woman doesn't
the reality,
mean that, you know, being a housewife.
He said his wife takes care of him.
Yeah, but if you're a housewife, doesn't mean you cannot.
So if you're talking about a 10-day round trip to the UK every single month, do you know the nominal figures involved in that? The reality is that the NDC's whole message about we are fighting corruption and what, it was nothing but political rhetoric.
Let's get into
that is where we are today.
Yeah, I'm not cutting you, but
I don't mind. Whatever investigations they have, they should go present it. Yeah. But Okudzeto Ablakwa, Sam George, and the others need to answer a lot of questions. Thank you.
I don't know if it's my turn.
But let's get into the conversation on the oral team. I like that you brought up the Okudzeto Ablakwa thing because we're going to tap into like I said, didn't know anything about the $15,000. So the Finale Limited, the landlord of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, has clarified the terms of his residential status agreement. The clarification follows Ablakwa's formal request to Finale Limited managers of his Airport Hills residence for confirmation of his residential status at plot number. I'm not going to give the entire details out. The request was prompted by the Appointments Committee of Parliament, which asked Ablakwa to provide information regarding his residential status, occupancy, and property ownership. Ablakwa, in a letter to his landlord dated Monday, February 3rd, stated that he pursued this agenda based on his personal principles of accountability, despite objections from the chairman of the Appointment Committee. In response, Finale Limited sent a letter to the chairman of the Appointment Committee herefore outlining the details of Ablakwa's tenancy agreement dated March 1st, 2017. And the land title and certificate issued December 15, 2017. So our records show a land title certificate issued December 15, 2017 and registered at GA. Okay, I'm not going to give all of that details. A tenancy agreement dated March 1st, 2017 between Hosni Athibia and Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa and Nihela Seidu, that is his wife, for which we granted our consent on August. Renewal. Wait, let me go through it. The tenancy is still subsiding and the requisite consent has been granted thereon. Kindly find attached. And so attached is the tenant undertaking signed 2017. Yada yada yada. Okay, I'm trying to get to where the $15,000 is.
No, the
because
point
if it's
is,
not in the letter, I cannot come and sit here and agree
so
to it.
that makes the document questionable. How do you provide a tenancy agreement and you say the quotations are not in it? Even at the university level, where they print tenancy agreement for students, you have the amounts they are paying quoted in there. And this is, no, Mimi, this is Airport Hills we are talking about too. Okujeto can't come and say that he's renting that mansion for 5,000 cedis per month. How much is even...
But you have a house at Airport Hills.
Oh,
you don't know how much they are renting homes.
No, Mimi.
Okay, so I'm going to let you off that.
I mean, there are some things that we don't need to
so I'm not going to allow that here.
$15,000.
Okay, $15,000 is from your mouth. I'm not consented to it. Let's move on.
Okujeto should deny that.
Good morning, Miriam. Good morning to your crew, and then everyone. Good morning to the good people of Ghana. Good morning to His Excellency President Papa John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder. And of course, to my boss, Honorable Bernard Anyafo, and then Miss Joyce Bawa Montari, the special advisor and special aide to the president. Miriam, I see this whole submission from my friend as trying to argue for the purposes of politics and the order of the day. You see, there is no evidence anywhere Okujeto Abrako was under oath during the vetting committee, which personally I was sitting there. Okay. He never at any point mentioned that he rents at $15,000.
Okay.
The ranking member of the committee asked him that he rents at Airport Residential with his almost 15,000 Ghana cedi salary. So if you had 15, it was from there. So maybe you may want to correct your records. So now that is it. But for you to come here and sit down to throw shade at all women, saying that a woman who is a housewife cannot be industrious. I don't see why he thinks that an industrious woman is a woman who moves around carrying bricks, or maybe who is a fish, like someone who, I don't see why he wants an industrious woman like that. You see, oral has been something that has been that necessary evil in the armpits of MPP all this while. Even that, the president, John Dramani Mahama, said that oral is not something that is targeted at just past executives or past government. It's something that will run through yesterday into today and hopefully into the future, depending on the government of the day. Even at the swearing in of the ministers, he actually mentioned that also. But you see, there is this popular saying that the old ladies or old people, old people become jittery by the mention of dry bones. So that is basically what MPP is doing. You see, he mentioned that there is no legality, constitutionality about this whole oral thing. If you sit here as an MPP member and you think that you are concerned, as you are saying, about accountability when public goods and money are being trusted in your care, then you should be more concerned about how former Vice President squandered the Palugu Dam money that came to him, how the PDS and the SML deals came about, how the biggest hole in the world, the National Cathedral, is gone about. You should be concerned about that. You shouldn't come and sit here and pretend all angel. When you start in your government, all these things were done. Your government enjoyed lavish living at the detriment of the taxpayer. All those things happened under your watch, yet we kept quiet. And we make sure that the people of Ghana were so angry that they gave you 38.1 at the end of the elections. See, why do I say that old people become jittery at the mention of dry bones? MPP currently, I don't know how they've become. You see, there is nothing wrong in the Constitution of Ghana. Now let me bring him to where the Constitution of Ghana and asks us to do this oral operation recover all. In the Constitution, the Article 1 of the Constitution, or Article 2, the early chapters of the articles, you see, Ghanaians or every citizen is asked by the state to do what? To protect the state. That's even when there is a coup or you hear of a coup, you have to report to the state. And every Ghanaian as a citizen, we have the responsibility to what? To protect state property and to make sure that the state is secured from every act of vandalism or anything. So if a group of people come together, Miriam, if a group of people come together to make sure that people who buy cantonments lands at 65,000 Ghana cedis. People who encroach on government property. People who steal our money. People who, because of the power that has been given them, make sure that they bully other people and make sure that they take what is not theirs. When a group of people come together to make sure that we require these things from them, it's Afenyo Markins and the whole MPP with all their legal brains telling us that group of people coming together to report a wrongdoing in the country is a wrong move. I don't see. Make the arguments of saying that there are other
the argument really is that it will be targeted to the opposition.
It's not. President John Dramani Mahama during the campaign said that it's not targeted at
so it's a promise that we're not going to be looking at only
if there is someone who take his work, President John Dramani Mahama, because he has shown working. This is someone under his government. A minister or deputy minister said that when she makes about $1 million, she's okay, she's done with politics. Immediately that thought was perceived. The person was sacked from office. But we saw another president who actually sat down for his minister to be found over 1 million Ghana cedis, $1 million under a bed, and that person was whitewashed. So if there is someone who we should take seriously, someone who probed into the Abugapele issue, someone who probed into what the bank branding issue, is President John Dramani Mahama. He subjected his appointees to prove or to test or to the laws. He subjected them to what? To be questioned, and where punishment and other recommendations are given, he implements them. When the Ayawaso West Ogun shooting happened in 2020, what did the commission say to the president? What happened? The president whitewashed them. When issues come up, when people, the cash for seats, the flying and every other thing that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I think sometimes I miss him. Saying fellow Ghanaians are good managed. You see, so those things, sometimes. But it is the worst thing that has ever happened to us as Ghanaians. And it is so terrible if the country or we are writing the histories of Ghana. The sad times of Ghana are not the times that our colonial masters were here. They are times that Akufo-Addo, as a citizen of Ghana,
you'll be called to the vetting committee to apologize.
The vetting committee, MPP are turning into whitewashing. When we were talking, I was quiet. My brother, let me also land.
Please land. Let's move on to other things.
You see, when a vetting committee that's supposed to probe the efficiency or otherwise of government workers, it has become an avenue where they whitewash people or they want people to apologize. See, these are political gimmicks. Imagine that Ama Kofi-Boa, Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, was not appointed to be vetted. Will Afenyo Markins and the MPP had an opportunity to ask him to retract his words, his splendid words he used to describe the outgone president? No. Okujeto, how do you call it? Parliament has that oversight responsibility that they do. What Okujeto was doing was not in power when he was doing the oversight responsibility, checking people and making sure that the state, these things are secure. Afenyo Markins and his people, with all his Van Damme and Chuck Norris boys in the parliament who are vandalizing things up and down, can also go out there do that what? To
He's
check
referring
things.
to members of parliament.
You see, they can do that. Mimi. When they are about, so if a member of parliament reduces himself to the extent that asking people to go and beat people, abetting people to go and fight, I don't treat people like that as honorable.
And your Van Damme.
Yeah, they are Van Damme. They vandalize things all over. They are fighting, throwing tables and doing all kind of things.
You agree that your member was not of that?
If I'm describing your action, it doesn't mean that I'm telling you that you are that. Someone mentioned that he's a silly child, and he said he's not. And they have asked the woman to just all of a sudden, a day after that, you are behaving what someone would term as silly, then I don't see why you should look at that. You see, when you have something on someone that you want to probe, you don't wait for the person to come sit at a vetting committee for you to come and do something to feel that you are probing the person.
This is still on the case of
oral. Yes. So if there is a need for us to applaud the president, one thing that we must not leave out is the oral. It has been 30 days of splendid government. It has been 30 days of a government that has brought trust to governance. When Musa Dankwa, how is the name? Info Analytics conducted a survey. I think last year, the number of Ghanaians that saw the state or the governance going in the right direction were less than 20%. But currently, the total number of people who see, or after the survey, over 60% of them see that government is moving in the right direction. So if you are looking at numbers, and I'm giving you numbers to show you, or the state or the credible research hubs are saying that Ghanaians feel that the country is on the right direction, then I don't see why you should come and sit here.
All right, so those are your comments.
But it's been 60 days of delivering promises. Okay. The 120 days social contract by President John Dramani Mahama. We have seen a lot of things kicking start.
We're still speaking on oral.
Cabinet, yes. In your opening remark, you mentioned that 30 days have been done out of 120. What has oral done? So I'm saying that oral is part of the 120 days promise that has been executed. And other splendid government social contract promises made by President John Dramani Mahama has been seen. You see the likes of cabinet being formed, the earliest cabinet ever formed. You see the ratio of women participating in government, all executed.
I'm going to take you off that soon. I'm going to take you off.
There's something that this is one particular thing that gets MPP jittery, because when someone is delivering their
the conversations that we're having. Why are you doing that?
Let's move on to
anyway, let's move on to...
He's directing you that you should move on.
No, but he's not directing me on anything. I gave you time to talk on that. I don't think we have to do this morning. But we're getting into other conversations. One of the things that is really bothering Ghanaians with regards to your government is the fact that certain cases that were being held up are just being dismissed. One of it being Attorney General dropping case against the Democracy Hub people. Now, that team was brought to, what do you call it, to court, or were dragged to court based on alleged misconduct. And so, again, what are the bases for this clearance? What are the bases for Attorney General throwing out this case? I'm going to start with you.
Okay. So thank you very much. I think when I was speaking, you got me well, and I don't like it when someone tries to misconstrue your words. I never took a swipe at any woman. What I said was, if you say that your wife is an entomologist, at a point she's a housewife, and now she's an industrious woman, the question is, justify how that person...
You said she's a housewife. So how is a housewife an industrious woman? And you even corrected him on that. But Miriam corrected you.
So your wife is an entomologist. Justify how she's able to sponsor a 10-day round trip.
The wife is not at the vetting committee. Are you serious?
The person, she was seated there when...
So you come asking you... No.
Listen. Sam George said his wife takes care of him. Didn't you hear this?
Yes.
Good. So when you are using a 10-day round trip to the UK month, but your salary doesn't correspond to that, how do you then explain that?
I can agree with you when you ask that it should be justified.
So the point is, that is why that answer was deceptive in the first place.
Okay, I don't think it was deceptive.
It was deceptive. Let me move on.
Right.
If you say your wife...
But if you ask for it, I'm telling you.
The wrongs.
Please, no, please don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you, between you and I, I'm asking you that if you ask for a justification.
That is the reason.
But the question I'm asking, I'm not asking, what's the reason?
Okay, so I'm listening.
So if you ask for a justification for that industrious woman tag, I can agree with you that one would want to know what he means by an industrious woman. But you cannot say that if years ago he said that the woman was
forget about that.
Or she was a housewife, whatever. He said his wife was at that time. Does not mean that right after that she didn't become anything. So if you ask for justification, you can ask for justification.
The point is, you are activating. We are asking how you are funding your luxurious life, juxtaposing that to the salary you earn. And then you say my wife is an industrious woman. You see, the reason Honorable Ahiafo didn't even allow Afenyo Markins probe further on that tangent was because at a point the wife could have been invited.
Really?
And the vetting can't extend to that.
Takes decision with you, so you know his reason.
The point is, the vetting couldn't have extended to that.
My boss.
But see,
so please,
you can't say and say that was the reason why he did that, when he didn't confirm with you.
Stop lying. The EC gazetted results is 41%. I don't know, just one person, it took one person to lie on Twitter, X, that Baumia got 38%, and then DC youth just teaming and then posting all sorts of false
the protesters that have been cleared.
My stance on oral has been clear.
Yeah.
When you subject yourself to public office, you need to account for it.
Absolutely.
When you are found corrupt, the law must deal with you.
Absolutely.
But if today the chairman of the oral committee can't answer for his mansion at Airport Residential, then I leave that to the good judgment of the Ghanaian people. And don't come and sit here and make you look like... Will you rent an Airport Residential for 5,000 Ghana cedis? What are you talking about?
But I don't know what you're talking about. But you don't have a house at airports.
You don't have a house at airports. You didn't see any tenancy agreement who stated that it's 50,000 or 5,000.
If it was an MPP, you will see how they will go about it. That's what I'm telling you. This oral is just a political rhetoric. And you see,
you believe in accountability, yet oral is a rhetoric.
You have oral. Go after all those you want to go after. But once you are doing that, you know the skeletons in your own closet. The Attorney General discontinuous case against Democracy Hub protesters. In the first place, what led to their arrest? So I think when you read the police report, it was about unlawful assembly, it was about destruction of public property, and it was about assault, because at a point where a protester can turn on the inhibition and the engine of a police vehicle and even take out the key, you know, the gravity of that crime. But you see, Article 296 of the Constitution gives the Attorney General that room to be able to discontinue cases like this on the basis of transparency and also on the basis that it is public interest. And I think after the whole case, there was this public outcry that we should release them and all that. But you see, every issue of law sets a precedent. And it is very important that the Attorney General sets certain things very clear. Because if not, in few years to come, people will do that, will do something wrong, and will still use this as a basis that free us because some years ago these people were free. And you see, the point is, we shouldn't condone certain things in this country. You have your rights, you can demonstrate and all that. But with those rights comes responsibilities. There are rules, there are regulations. The 37 military hospitals roundabout there, that place is a security zone. As I am seated here, if there is anything going wrong in this government, and the MPP says we are going to demonstrate, and the only place we think we can demonstrate is close to the Jubilee House, I won't go. It is a security zone. We shouldn't condone certain things. When President Mahama, it is President Akufo-Addo, it was wrong for them to be there in the first place. But then there is a public outcry. But we need to set the record straight so that box for people to fight to do certain things. But you see, very disturbing about this is about how he has turned into a clearing agent under the very nose and auspices of President John Dramani Mahama. These are people who tag the Akufo-Addo as a clearing agent. Now, John Mahama is baptizing in the name of the Attorney General. Go and sin no more. Today, we have Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, whose tape was intercepted against the EC, threatening an independence body like the EC. The case has been discontinued. No transparency, no probity, no accountability. There is no explanation unless he can provide that. Today, Dr. Ernest Thompson, Bank of Ghana, a scandal of $14.8 million. Someone who was incriminated in the banking sector crisis that took the competency of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia to restore confidence and trust in the financial sector. You can laugh, but that is the reality. When the sector crisis started under John Dramani Mahama, they pushed more than 10 billion Ghana cedis there. What was the outcome? These are people who are incriminated. And see, with Dr. Ernest Thompson, when you are clothed with illegality, please don't take him. When you are clothed with illegality, everywhere you go, illegality follows you. Right after appointment as Bank of Ghana governor, without even approval from Council of State, he went there and started official duties. Just look at that. Today, this man has been cleared. No explanation. I'm telling you, that whole oral is just political rhetoric. John Mahama and the NDC are already failing their fight against corruption.
So that's the assessment of their government so far.
Dr. Stephen Opuni, $217.3 million. Cocoa Board, discontinued. No explanation.
Is it not because they didn't have substantial evidence to hold the
case was in court and you're saying they didn't have substantial evidence? Why was it in court then?
That is not, in court doesn't mean that they have substantial evidence.
What do you learn this if there is a case in court and you think you are right, there is no substantial evidence. For example, in the case against Dr. Keith Lato-Forsen, he was, the Supreme Court cleared him, didn't they? So what stops you from allowing the case to continue? As an Attorney General, what interests you? Because then, see, these are issues of huge public interest, like the Collins Dauda $200 million Saglemi housing project. If you discontinue these cases without any explanation, like, what is the narrative we are creating?
I agree with you when you say we need explanation for them.
Especially when these men are strong NDC pillars. Then the Attorney General is now a partisan on the whims and the caprices of John Dramani Mahama. Because you are there, these people, look at how much in these things. I should watch my race. You sit here and call someone Van Damme and you are telling me to watch my race. Don't even say that. You sat here at that time and you said Akufo-Addo gave appointment to his girlfriends. I intentionally want to go that tangent with you. Please, if someone can sit there for them to clear these people without any explanation, then he's also an accomplice. Just as you touted Akufo-Addo as a clearing agent. When the tables stand, then we give you a taste of your own pill, then now you are crying. See, if you really want to that you are acting in the best interest of the people, what stops the Attorney General from explaining these things? You know the harm these things are causing, especially someone like Ghana. Someone implicated in such huge financial crimes. What is even the impact on oral? How do you expect a Ghanaian youth to take these things serious? When under less than 1 month in office, you are clearing all your top party people.
I think it's important.
What is the narrative you are creating, especially when they are strong NDC pillars? Maybe you get the point.
Yeah, I think it will be fair for the Ghanaian people, and this has no party
explanation.
Colours affiliated to it. It's important for the Ghanaian people since we're looking for clarity.
Yes.
It's important to give us clarity on why these clearances are being used.
Can I listen to Maya?
Who defend
she's on the floor.
The NDC youth who defend Okudjeto's airport residential will come and defend. And it shouldn't surprise you. All these
I honestly,
what he's doing. It's just.
I think you've made your point, Abi.
This whole lot of trust in the judiciary system.
You should talk. We can give you that.
You can talk.
And I think he raised a very valid concern. If the people strong NDC
and they are all NDC people.
Please, I'm making my statement, I beg. If these people are all strong NDC members or people that are touted, and do you think that it's needed?
Baka Vomawa is a strong NDC pillar. So his case being withdrawn from court. On your screens is that a discontinuation against...
Is he an NDC person?
No, that's what he said, that these people cleared are NDC pillars.
No,
I'm saying that Baka Vomawa is also an NDC pillar. That's why his case has been cleared. That's just one of them. But when you say all that, you see, we are talking about in general, the legal advisor to the state. Under Article 88, his powers are clearly defined there. You see, NPP came to power. They came to power for 8 good years. If you think that the former president, now as he then was, but now the president, John Dramani Mahama, is involved in the Airbus scandal, you think Upuni, the Cocoa Board issue, he has an issue there that needs to be addressed. Or Dr. Isiama, BOG, has an issue. Kesel Ato Folsen has an issue. What prevented you for 8 good years? 8 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 years that you couldn't complete all your investigations with all the state apparatus that you have to prosecute these people and make sure that these people face the law or they are sent to where they are supposed to be. All that MPP did under Akufo-Addo to NDC appointees and affiliates during that time of their past 8 years was just a political persecution. Instead of prosecution, or they went into a political persecution, just going after people to put, you see, there is an issue of you at court, so you can't go about your normal business. You put under house arrest, you are sometimes your visa and your passport has been withdrawn from you and all those things, just to collapse or to cripple their businesses and everything that they find themselves in. And you see, when all these things are going, it doesn't give a good signal, because even in your government, you had people who were misbehaving, yet you feel that, oh, even before the Sierra-Press case was going to, before they started investigation, you said, oh, you know that she will come clean. When before anything that will happen, you said that, oh, no, you will not act on hearsays. You know that the law will clear the person. And all these things preempt the very necessary reason for what? For the investigation. Now, if you are a government that is seen chasing your opponents because you feel that they are not in power or you have the state resources, what prevented you from 8 years making sure that Isiama has been sent to prison if you have evidence? Now, my brother can come here, sit here, and display his ignorance about the fact that you not knowing...
Easy on those words. I'm not going to
appreciate but he displays his ignorance because he doesn't know the cost that goes into matters of prosecution.
I think you can make your points without having to use such
No, the whole MPP, actually, sometimes, most of them know, but they want to use the pedestrian way of addressing some of these issues.
So you're not going to retract that and move on and make your statement?
That's ignorance. But he displays his ignorance. You don't know the cost or the burden that comes with the state prosecuting issues or prosecuting cases. Do you know the cost involved when one case against the state or the state against someone goes to court? Do you know the cost involved?
Why are you now? Because now you're making it look like the MPP has a reason to throw away all this money.
So why don't you make me land so you get to understand my point?
Land, please.
If Attorney General, who is clothed, his position is clothed in the Constitution, has the power to file a knowledge that they should give you reasons for it, the Constitution allows him to withdraw cases
without an explanation?
Yes.
Oh. But these cases are huge cases. So what then happens to all the money that are missing?
You sit here and say that the powers of the Attorney General.
I do get that. I do get that.
But you can come out with public sentiment saying that someone who is supposed to go to court has been sent out. Someone who is supposed to send prison. Of course, when I'm done, they will not ask the man to talk. It's you that will talk. Why don't you come now? Come talk.
Why?
You said after me you want to talk. Would they ask the cameraman to come?
But you are making your statement.
So just shut up and listen to.
make your statement.
I'm talking to the host. What's your problem?
Relax.
Your knowledge is to say that we spend money. So
you see, I am here not in. I don't just like you. The Attorney General, who is the lead to the bar, has his reasons, or his office has his reasons for withdrawing the case. And you can't come here, sit here and say that they should give you reason. Who are you? That they should explain.
No, it's not him. It's the Ghanaian people.
No, but I can use him. He came talking on behalf of those
and
people.
I seconded it.
So who are you both to say that Attorney General to come and talk?
Because we are Ghanaians. Whose have gone missing.
I'm telling you that the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, the Constitution didn't ask him to come and explain to you. He did that in public interest. What happens when a president who came to government, who is a president who has been touted worldwide as the chief demonstrator, becomes a president, and people cannot do a peaceful walk in front of the state house?
Was it peaceful?
Were they there?
What you saw, was it peaceful?
Were they there with pebble, stone, pebble?
Did you see what
sticks,
they did? Did you see their actions at some point?
You see, there is a cost to every reaction. What the people did, no.
Their reactions were not justified.
No.
It wasn't lawful.
We have enough police people or police to usher these people through that side and go.
Exactly.
Now, when you go to the Flagstaff House, when you go there at the front of it, you see where the offices are, where the building is.
Yes.
Many miles away from the streets. Now, people wrote to the police that they are doing a peaceful walk in front. Just as, people can just sit in cars and pass there. Trucks are parking, people are parking there, there are traffics that build up there and other things. No one is complaining. Now, people under the state institution, the police service, state security, would want to walk through that side. And you see, these are people who are agitated by your corrupt activities. The whole universe has come to conspiracy with them to want to push the president out of power. But they just were waiting for 7th December, and they did that. When they gave you that, the most unprecedented lose ever in the history of Ghana. When the people said they're just passing there, you don't need to start throwing hot water on them, throwing tear gas and many other things. I don't know about that. But all the demonstrations over the years that people of Ghana wanted to do during the times of Akufo-Addo. You can look at Sunyani and Koforidua and many other places. When those demonstrations were going on, people would just be there doing nothing so wrong, and then they would throw things at them. The state security would do things at them. So if people want to do their constitutional mandate, you see, in a democracy, you can't go around shooting or you want to do a coup or anything.
Exactly.
People have the right to demonstrate. So people are demonstrating, and for no reason, you lock them. You heard issues of someone whose wife was at the 37 military hospital who was pregnant.
And we found out that it was a lie. She wasn't pregnant.
If the guy is not pregnant, even if not pregnant, your wife is in the hospital, you just come out to buy coconut water and then arrest you and go and put you without message to anybody. And there is no actual case. Martin Kpebu versus the state or versus Attorney General, there are cases that substantiate that when you are being arrested within 48 hours or within 24 hours, they should put, and if nothing of that sort is done, they should release you. How many days did it take them for them to release these people? So you are depriving the people of their constitutional rights, and these are things that we don't do. And you go around saying that you are doing political persecution of people, and you think that if the Attorney General, who is the wisest at the bar, says that this is not supposed to be done, you sit here and say that they should come and explain to you why they do that, because you feel that you can ride on public sentiment to say that the people were set for jail. If the people were set for jail, what prevented you for 8 years? 8 years you could have fast-tracked the issue and sent them. When they brought the LGBT issue, your courts did whatever they were supposed to do. Cases that come to Parliament about the voting of the Speaker.
I think we're done. So I think you made your point.
My point is that NPP had the chance. If there is anything
to prosecute these people, and they didn't.
And they didn't, because
no moral right to come and ask questions.
So Attorney General came to the office, saw the handing over note, and there is nothing substantial in his note.
Holding them
and he
down.
said that he will draw the case.
Right.
And you come here and say that
make your point, and you're going to make it in a few minutes so we can wrap up this conversation. I just find it very sad that, and again, so this is why we're here agreeing to the review of our constitution. Because if the Attorney General can't make these decisions without an explanation, because again, I say this as a Ghanaian, not as an NDC or MPP, because I don't own any party card to any of the political parties. I'm just saying that the Ghanaian people saw these cases as very solid cases that could be followed up with.
Many of us saw it as a political persecution. Some of us feel that it was a non-starter.
Thank you.
the cases that were dead on arrival.
When you choose to attack people, when obviously you don't have anything substantive to say, you just end up in circular reasoning. And that has been exhibited so much here. And the good people are watching, and they can see for themselves. Article 296 of the Attorney General the room to do that. But what is the bedrock of the Constitution? The Constitution is hinged on transparency. It is hinged on probity. It is hinged on accountability. Let me give you an instance. In 2015, in the case of Kwesi Cheidakwa, the Attorney General came out disclosing the considerations that went into the termination of that case.
Absolutely.
If you don't know, don't sit here and say anything anyhow. Now,
he
you see, when you listen to the NDC, sometimes you ask yourself, like, no, these people, like, I mean, you sit here and you say that the reasons. You see, you listen to him very well. Oh, but the state is going to spend so much on the prosecution. We have
Dr.
I didn't
say that. I didn't say that. I said you displayed ignorance, not knowing the cause that goes
you are not
into
ignorant.
prosecution.
But what's the cause?
No, you are not even ignorant.
I'm
You are not even ignorant. You take my time.
Many reasons that these things happen.
You take my time.
One thing could be that.
One thing could be that the state will spend so much money. It could be that the state will spend so much money.
I didn't say that.
Dr. Ernest Thompson, $14.8 million. Dr. Stephen Opuni, $217.3 million. Alhaji Collins Dauda, $200 million. Dr. Otto Forsen, 2.37 million euros. Would the state spend $1 billion to fight these cases?
Oh, no.
You didn't as young
what are you talking about? Governor of BOG.
What are you talking about? No, I'm coming. So don't even make that it could be. Now, he's saying that we have no right.
Went into this
today,
BOG for the first time.
But you want to know of this. It's when we are pointing to
never
the
in the history of Ghana.
All that you have been taught to do is to heckle, so that the good people will listen.
BOG made a loss as significant as this.
I'm telling you,
when they printed money,
he's saying that we have no right to ask. Today,
really,
we who went to queue. But you said people like you remember? I know you are an honest person. You won't buy to his whole deceptive.
Now you can patronize it. Maybe that's.
Nobody's going to patronize me. You told me right here. Who am I to
I said that. Continue what you are doing with it.
By your own words,
just continue what you are doing with it.
You say that who are we? Oh, we the people who went to queue, and now you are bragging with 6.3 million votes. Who are we? We the people who pay taxes for the Attorney General.
You are not the same people paying taxes.
Who are we? And then I've shown you, and then they go down to the equalization that people can't demonstrate. You see, when you exhibit such levels of ignorance, it's sad.
So now,
Mimi.
You do it to me.
You feel that is bitter. No, I'm not asking you to help me, but I believe that he sees it as a right word to use.
Mimi,
it's good. You can use my words.
Before the Democracy Hub protesters, NDC had a demonstration, didn't they? Yes. Was anyone arrested? Was anyone killed?
Because they did not cross the.
Did they go and demonstrate at 37? The point is, here is a security zone. President Mahama is there today. President Mahama is not president for NDC. If anything happens to President Mahama, it has happened to Ghana. If I am going to do anything, or the MPP is doing anything, let me tell you, this is a security zone.
Before you get there.
It is a security zone. This is the office of the presidency. You are here, you want to find a way to justify it, and because of that, you are saying everybody was attacked. Meanwhile, a few weeks before the Democracy Hub protesters, you people had a demonstration in this country and nothing happened. So what is the basis for saying
I think there's a conversation that the basis of these conversations are quite clear. As a Ghanaian, you have listened to both parties, their takes on some of the issues that are happening. You and I know what we faced before and what we're facing now, and what we're with 34 days in government. The new the National Democratic Congress, the New Democratic Congress, National Democratic Congress have been in power. We have seen very huge moves being made. One of it that we're expecting results from this week is the oral team presenting their findings and what would come from that. I'm encouraging you Ghanaian people, especially we young people, to follow these conversations keenly and make sure to hold this government accountable, because we have been at the helm of deciding whether or not this country becomes a better place, and you and I are going to make sure of that. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and joining me on the show. They try to make sure that the conversations are had clearly, and so I hope that we achieved that right here on the show. My name is Miriam Uduak Mensah. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. I have always said it. I've said it on this platform that we like, if this government follows the tangent on which it is going, they have success staring at their face. I've also said that there are a lot of things that needs to be done, and the conversations at the vetting committee, I do not agree with it, but we're going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, the conversation continues right here on the show. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Drama, betrayal, faith, forbidden love. What would you do when life writes a you didn't ask for? Every broken pen has a story to tell. Every story has a lesson to learn. But the question is, how do you fix it? The Broken Pen Show is back. Real stories, raw truths, and maybe, just maybe, the answers you've been looking for. Hi, ladies. Hi. Your story isn't over. Let's fix it together with a cold glass of Nax cocktail. Catch the Broken Pen Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. My name is Yabita, and I am your host. Cheers.
Welcome to a brand new season of VIP Access. That's what we're talking about. VIP Access Podcast is back in 2024 with a brand new season. It's bigger and badder. From Australia, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya. Season 4 of VIP Access Podcast will once again present you with a cross-section of Africa's brightest music stars and industry gurus, sharing with you tips and tricks to making it in the game. VIP Access will also highlight East Africa's rising artists in hip-hop, Afro house, classical music, Afro pop, and jazz music genres. Brace yourself for an exciting new season that will spotlight the expansion of African music while exploring the role of women in the music industry.
We're walking superheroes, and we sometimes we don't even see it in ourselves.
VIP Access Season 4 is proudly supported by the Australian High Commission.
The legend.
KNIILANTE. It's a decision. That love me.
Amazing. On the show, I am John Shemaine.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. And I tell you guys what, okay, I think I stopped saying this a couple of months ago, that whatever happens behind the scenes before we come on air, you would love to know, but we're not going to share with you, okay? But you would really, really love to know. But thank you so much for staying right here on the show with us. It's Monday morning, and we just gone by our conversations with regards to the management of this country, our government, and what they have planned for us. We have more exciting things coming here on the show, so please stay right here. But before we get into our conversation, very big conversation for this morning, with Jibu Water staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu Water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as you go to source for drinking and cooking water. With options of with option of our innovative 20 liters bottles that come with a tap and 18.9 liters bottles, your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean and hygienic Jibu water flows through them for consumption. Whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or fresh cooking water to make your meal taste its best, Jibu water is the answer to your clean water needs. Order for your clean water now by calling us on 020-9845-817 or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/gh for more information about us. Jibu Water, a better life. Now, joining us this morning is so this morning I declared my company husband. This one is my company boyfriend. Yeah, he's a nice guy, okay? Mark Moulton!
Yeah.
Mark Moulton!
Mark
Moulton, on Mondays, I'm a lady on the show.
No problem.
But this morning, see how you're making me shout. Mark Moulton, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
I'm amazing and beautiful.
Yeah.
If you do not already enjoy our wonderful show, I'm going to let him do this. I was going to take the wind out of the sail out of the wind out of the sail. Okay, there's one of it. I don't know which one it is, but one of it. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I love the dripping. Hey, bruh, what dripping? What dripping for us this morning?
Thank you.
Apart from being an exciting individual,
okay,
a sweet person to your colleagues, run us through the things you do here at MX, your profile as an entertainment show host.
Okay.
Would you love me to address you as that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take you through what you do here at MX.
Okay, I am a reporter, entertainment reporter for MX, and I host the MX Chat Show.
Yes.
We bring you the top 10 hottest music videos popping in Africa and beyond.
Yes.
So that's what I basically do here, like entertainment journalist, reporter, and hosting the MS Chat Show, bringing the top 10 bangers making waves in Ghana and beyond.
Let's backtrack a little bit, because that was really exciting. When you set off to get into the media space, was that the agenda, to do entertainment, to throw more light on entertainment?
Yeah, I've always been an entertainment person. I've always been a music lover. I've loved music since I was a younger boy. I've been a Drake fan. I've been an R&B person.
So when it comes... If you're a Drake fan, then you're in pains.
Oh, Charlie, still OVO, we're still loyal to our guy. We're still holding him down. So
oh, don't do that.
Yeah. So I've been an entertainment person. As I
Right.
said, I've been a music lover since I was a child, and I draw the inspiration from my younger brother. Yeah. So I've always been that guy who loves entertainment, who loves music, and always searching for stories, knowing what's happening in the world of show business. Yeah.
So this is just living your passion.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Chasing my goal. And I'm one kind of person who is very persistent. I don't give up on my goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I keep fighting. I have that spirit of a warrior.
Yeah.
So McMoulton never gives up. No matter how you shake me, confidence. I've been through a lot, and I'm still here, and I'm still alive.
Do you know who you remind me of talking when you're talking? You remind me so strong, and I don't know why I'm getting emotional about this, because we don't even like each other like that. You remind me so strongly of Jim Ike. When you speak, you give me that feel of, I know there is a perception about me, or there are battles to fight, but I'm here, I'm ready for it. And that's the posture that he has. So if you've never watched him or paid attention to him, you should actually pay attention to him. You have his personality. Now let's backtrack again a little bit. When you started this journey of being an entertainment host, one of the things that we've also noticed in the space is that a lot of you men struggle a little bit more, and I'm going to say this, guilty as charged, struggle a little bit more than your female counterparts in the entertainment space. What has been your greatest challenge?
Okay, I've been through a lot though, but I would say the first person who gave me opportunity to be on television, I never had the experience, was Amma Pratt.
Oh, is it?
She was the first person. Actually, I went to Boomplay. I took my CV. I just woke up one morning. I went to Boomplay. I wanted to work with them. I took my everything. So on my way coming, I just saw a television station. I don't want to mention the name. I said, okay, let me just go there. I went there. I saw the receptionist, and I told the receptionist that, listen, I'm looking for the general manager.
Yeah.
So I have to sit there for 2 hours, and finally I met the general manager, and it was Amma Pratt, Madam Amma Pratt. Yeah. So I met her, and I told her that I want to work with the station, and say, you are very bold. You don't have TV experience, and you just walk up to me that you want to work for the station. So he said, oh, I like your confidence, I like your personality, so I'm going to give you the shot. So I was there for 3 months, and steady, I was there. I was always going. So one time, none of the presenters showed up. She said, hey, that's your moment. Do what you have to do.
Oh, I love that.
So I was there for a couple of months. And during that time, I actually took my CV to Foresight TV. And Foresight TV, they watched me and they called me back. Mark, come for an interview. So that's the way I got away to Foresight TV too as well.
And when I tell you that, you totally, and I say this because I've worked closely with him, and I've seen how he takes things holds the bull by the horn. Today I'm trying to use words that I'm not familiar with. God help me, because nothing is going to come to you, and this is a clear indication that you remember what you want, you remember why you set out to do this thing, and so you continuously go for it, even though nobody. This one is a clear example of nobody gives you a seat at the table, you take your seat along.
Mimi, one thing about me is that for me, I don't wait for opportunity. I chase opportunity. That's me. I don't wait for opportunity to come. Oh, this is the opportunity, I have to chase it. And listen, let me take you a little bit back. I'm someone who have lived all my life in Kumasi.
Okay.
And my dream station was to work with Foresight TV. Okay. I came for a reality show in Accra. Okay. Actually, I was supposed to work with a radio station in Kumasi, but the deal wasn't able to go through. So I was at home and I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do next? So there was a reality show. I was part of the reality show. So after the reality show, I just packed my stuff and I migrated to Accra. I just told my mom that, Mom, with this dream, I have to move to Accra. Being in Kumasi, I'm not going to achieve what I want. So I have to migrate to Accra. So I came to Accra. I was talking to Kobiche for some time. I came to Accra to meet Kobiche. We talked for a while. I went back and I moved my stuff and I came to Accra. And that has been the journey. So it has not been like a smooth ride. That's why I keep saying that. I'm a fighter.
But has it been worth it?
Yep.
And do you feel fulfilled doing what you do?
Yes.
I love that. Any opportunity that comes back to you, Mark, before I hand you over to Jay, any opportunity that comes to you now or in the future, I want to tell you that you deserve it. You've earned it. And you deserve every nod that you'll be given in this entertainment industry. Go for it, bro.
Thank you.
What's the biggest challenge that you faced throughout your journey, so far?
A lot.
I know a lot.
A lot.
I mean,
a lot.
in the space where this actually just hit you, you knew very well that, or rightly said, that you are an overcomer. You won't do anything. But for this, you didn't even see it coming on the job.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm just talking about the job per se, in the entertainment space. What is it that you feel like, oh, nah, this really was a bit shaky for me, but at the end of the day, I know you went over it. So, what is it?
Okay.
Pertaining to the job itself.
Okay, pertaining to the job. I think when I made a move to Foresight TV.
Okay.
How I visioned the station.
Okay.
And getting the opportunity to work there, it gave me a thick skin.
Okay.
It gave me that thick skin that, okay, everything that I was dreaming, how I was seeing how stuff was supposed to be, and I got there and it was a little bit different. Okay. And being, I would say, the year 2022, I was burnt out.
Okay.
I burned out. I was emotionally drained. My confidence, everything was down. That was the moment I could have actually packed my stuff. Okay, let me go back. This thing, it's not as easy as I thought. But during that period, like, I just said to myself that no, I'm not backing down. I have to keep pushing. I think during that period, my mom will call me.
Okay.
And always, I'm very. And my mom will call me and ask me, how are things going on? And I'll just tell my mom in the local dialect that, and that was what I keep saying. That was what I keep saying. So as I keep saying, that was the most challenging moment for me. But I learned a lot.
Okay.
So I recall when Eskin came here, I'm very cool with Eskin. He's someone I respect a lot in a game, because Eskin too is someone who has really fought his way to the top, because he's a Kumasi guy and he moved to Accra. So he has pushed himself to the top. So I was talking to Eskin. So Eskin was one of the person I pushed when I moved to Accra. I went to YFM, I talked to him. I loved his hospitality and was very open to me. So when we were celebrating our 4th anniversary, he came here. He told me something that has always been at the back of my mind. He said, with that experience you had at Foresight, nothing can ever break you.
Absolutely. I think so too.
Yeah, and it has been at the back of my mind. So I would say I've been through a lot, and still I'm like a cat. I have 9 lives. You can never kill Mac Moulton.
Oh,
Mac Moulton is Mac Moulton.
Okay, people.
I know this would sound in a way, would look some way, but just to end it, what's the rumor you've heard about yourself that you go like, maybe probably somebody has just said that, nah, you heard it far, but you know that, no, this is not me.
Actually, I've not heard anything like that.
Not heard
no, not yet.
Okay, get ready then.
Okay, all right. So we just... there's a thing you say twice. What is it? Say it so we wrap up the conversation.
Twice as ice, nice as ice.
Twice as ice.
Nice
That's as
ice.
cold as ice.
Yep.
Twice nice as ice.
Yep.
Is ice nice?
You know, actually, I got that inspiration from my school father. He also used to work with GH1.
Yeah.
Ironai. He actually used to use that.
Okay.
So I just told that.
Just like I borrowed mine from. So if you ask me, are you ready? I'll tell you I was born ready. I took this from Anita Erskine.
Okay.
So you're allowed to borrow from your seniors, by the way. But how do we follow you on social media and keep tabs on you? Because I know there are amazing stuff coming up. And also tell us about your show on MX.
Okay. You can follow me on Instagram, Mac_Moulton. You can follow me on Facebook, Mac_Moulton. You can follow me on X, Mac Moulton Arena. That's the name I use on X. And the show that I host is MS Chat.
Yes.
Yeah, as I said, bringing the top 10 banging music videos, making waves in Ghana and beyond. Songs you guys are popping with it when you're in your house, when you're at the club, songs you love to listen to. So yeah, MS Chat show.
MX Chat show. Catch Mac Moulton on which days again?
Saturdays, 4 p.m. Yeah.
Saturdays 4 p.m. right here on the platform. If you want an entertainment show that will keep you glued to all the hit songs that you love, McMotin brings you 4 p.m. right here on MX24. MX, what's MX Chat?
MX Chat.
MX Chat, sorry. I keep missing because there's a lot of MX going on. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. Mark, thank you.
Thank you.
And as my company, Boo, thank you so much for showing love this morning. This month of love, we have to have another conversation talking about the month of love and what you're going to be doing. You know, okay. So my name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. This has been the AM Club right here on MX24. Join us again tomorrow. Remember, this is a month of love. We're giving you whooping discounts on anything you purchase, which is our airtime. If you come on here and you want to advertise, ladies and gentlemen, we have discount for you, and it's all in line with love. We have something amazing coming up on the 15th of February. All ladies, hang out with me. Let's have a good time. Bring your girlfriend on a date. And it's a brunch with myself and our wonderful guests who have been on The Dish. And we're launching season 4 of The Dish right here. Listen, I'm going to send you all the details, but come hang out with me. Let's have a good time. Girls, just chit-chatting after the big day Valentine's. Come and tell us all about what you did with your loved one on Valentine's Day. So I'll give you details right here on the platform. See you again tomorrow.
Well, happy birthday to you, Prophet J.K. Mensah. Today is your birthday. Papa, wherever you are, God richly bless you. Thank you so much for everything that you've been doing for us. God bless you on that note. Well, my name is Kojo Dasibro. See you same time tomorrow. You know what to do. Give us a follow. It's MX24GH across all platforms. It's bye-bye for now.